Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, feel free to hit the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave a comment in the YouTube section anytime you feel that's value added. Let's dig in and take a look at Bitcoin, crypto, and the equities market. Here we have the crypto market heat map. Pretty much everything's in the red on this chart. The one green section, that's a stable coin. So we don't really count that one. Yeah, pretty red. Bitcoin's dominance is below 42. It's still higher than usual. Its average is typically in the mid 41s, but it's on the upper end of 41% here. Dropped 3.89 here. Ethereum dropped 5.8%. ADA is down to like its buy target from like what was that? I think July of 2021. Yeah, $1.01. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it's Luna is down into the 40s again. So tiny. Hang on a second. I'm gonna check. Yeah, it just topped out at 49 and some change. 43, roughly around 43 was this recent low a couple weeks ago. So yeah, pretty red. And a large part of why the market's tanking today is this report of Russia having about 190,000 troops at the border with Ukraine, and shelling. There's some shelling of in the eastern front of Ukraine, as pro-Russian rebels are advising the people to evacuate, and it's said in the news that this could be a false flag, a pretext for Russia to invade. So the market is getting a little anxious and fearful. Let's take a look at the U.S. stock market. Overall, pretty red. We get some greens here still. We got the technology sector is predominantly red. We have Cisco in the green. I think this is that Shopify? No, I don't think that's Shopify. Nvidia is down over 4%. It's it's pretty red. Communication services, that's pretty red. Over in the consumer silico, that's pretty red. Tesla is really red. It's 3.26% down. Over here we have some greens here, but it's red, predominantly red. Yeah, it's red. It's even the energy sector. It's red. So J.P. Morgan looks like they're slightly green here, but not much. But yeah, overall pretty red. So let's dive into the chart. This is TradingView on the 30-minute time frame. A week's worth of information here. The dash green line on the far right, that's when the market opened today. So let's dive in and take a look. You can see in the last roughly 48 hours, Bitcoin has been dropping, even though yesterday it consolidated a little bit, but it dropped just before the market opening here. And the positive correlation with NASDAQ, this way here, this row right here, QQQ, it's there. It's holding along with the S&P 500. That's also holding, both of which dropped at market opening, and looks like they continue to drop. The Dow also is trending down in the last 48 hours and continue to trend down. But there's a slight peak at the very tail end here of them trying to come back up, but it's so tiny. The Dixie, as you see here, roughly around around 2300 hour yesterday, Pacific Standard Time. It went up, it shot up, and that negative correlation with Bitcoin holds. As Bitcoin dropped during that hour, the dollar index went up, and if it continues on this trajectory, Bitcoin probably will drop off some more. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 40K right now. It's dropped as low as 39.6K, I believe. And the U.S. 10-year Treasury, it's continued to drop for the last 48 plus hours. So this is the important factor right here. Dixie going up, NASDAQ and S&P 500 going down as Bitcoin drops. So more than likely, Bitcoin, if this pattern continues, Bitcoin could drop some more. And currently, there's resistance at 40, but not a lot. The resistance down further would be around 38K and then 37K. That's where it could potentially drop to if we have any more FUD. Over in the UK and STOXX 600 indexes, not UK, European. So we have here the UK market, the UK 100, it's dropping. Same thing with the DAX in Germany, that's also dropping. The CAC in France, that's also dropping. And stocks, STOXX 600 companies across 7 countries, is also dropping. So overall, the market here, the US and the European markets are dropping. Let's take a look at the Asian markets in Australia. Australia pretty much trended down the last, roughly 24 plus hours, but they kind of went up and down when they opened their market. And it pretty much stayed where they opened. The Nikkei market in Japan, that index, they actually trended down in the previous roughly 48 hours and then shot up. So this is interesting. I think I was reading about the how the yen was doing against the US dollar. I don't remember the details. I'll follow up once I dig that up again, but this is interesting. They're spiking up instead of down like the other markets. KOSPI index in South Korea, they trended down in 24 plus hours, but you see a slight uptick here when they opened. So Japan and South Korea are going up. On the other hand, the Hong Kong HSI index dropped significantly here. So overall, we have a down market across the world, but we have 2 ups here in Japan and South Korea. I want to find out why this is happening, because that's contrary to what is happening in the world. So I'll follow up with that as soon as I find out. In summary, basically the U.S. Market, European market, and most of some of Asia and Australia. Well, some of Asia is trending down. Australia is trending sideways, and Japan's trending up. Oh, with South Korea. My bad. South Korea, Japan are trending up. Hong Kong is trending down. We have Australia pretty much sideways. So overall, more downs than there are ups in the market. Is basically driven by fear, uncertainty, and doubt with the potential Russian invasion of Ukraine as more troops build up and there's some shelling in the Eastern Front. And that pretty much is the reason why. I appreciate your time, and if you found this video helpful or informative, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and leave a comment in the YouTube section. I'll see you next time in the next video later today. Peace.